you going, guys? Mason Corby from Downunder Dynamics again with another video for you. So today's video is going to be on Inface snake head up. So I'll be talking about the general position, how to transition through to changing directions. This video is not on the most efficient way to do it. I'm doing this for the people who are kind of can fly head up basically, and getting a little bit more dynamic movement with it. So I will be bending the legs and all that kind of stuff. So this is kind of more for the intermediate flyer. If you are a beginner, have a look as well. If you're advanced, maybe you might learn something to teach people as well. So let's crack on with it and have a look. So head up, Inface snake. Okay, so from what we saw on the previous video of head up carving Inface, we were doing more switches. Now this one's more of a snake, so what we're doing through the tunnel is, if this is the tunnel looking down vertically, we're doing something similar to this. Okay, so we're creating like a figure 8 pattern. Alright, we do this by changing our body in various ways throughout the position of head up Inface. Now you'll notice I'm carving to the right at the moment. Okay, so my right leg is down, my left leg is up, my body is in this general shape, my left leg is slightly back more than my right. Okay, I'm thinking of trying to keep that back. The speed of the tunnel that it's flying on is probably maybe like mid speed, I'd say. I don't think it's probably super high speed, maybe a bit on the lower end of high speed. Alright. And I'm carving the direction of right. My head is back. You can see it's kind of not super back behind my arms, but it's at least kind of neutral in my arms. I'm not creating my arms to push back like this, because as we spoke about before, just like if you have a canopy, okay, if you push your hands back, it's like you're flaring the parachute. Now we don't want to flare the parachute, we want as much speed as we possibly can. Okay, so try not to push your hands back. You can see I look like I'm slightly pushing it back here, but as best you can, just leave them up. The shoulders don't want to be up, they want to be down. Neutral, a bit hard to see with the black shirt on the black TV behind me, and you're steering a lot more with the legs. Okay, so as I'm coming down, I'm getting to the bottom point, and then I'm starting to switch my legs slowly, and then I'm driving forwards across the tunnel first and then turning. So as I come down to the bottom of the tunnel, this is when I want to start the switch. Okay, so you'll see if we go back here, coming down, I switch now, and instead of going back the direction I came, I'm driving forwards. Okay, let's see in slow-mo, driving forwards, legs are straight down, and as soon as I start turning, I then drop the left leg to continue carving left. Okay, this is like we spoke about before. If I'm creating a shape like this, it's going to push me in this direction. Okay, so if I'm creating this with my legs slightly, you can see here, 1, 2. This is a very extreme version. When it gets fast, the legs just get narrow, close together. It's going to side slide me in this way. Ideally, what I'm thinking about is I'm actually going forwards with a slight turn. Okay, this is just exacerbating that turn a little bit more. Same. Just notice I've done the switch at the bottom. To do the switch, I'm kind of pulling that leg a little bit behind me now. This one I can, although I said in the other previous video when I'm a bit lower speed, I'm anchoring myself around this part and I'm pivoting around this part of the body. Okay, so that's the heel that I'm anchoring around, and the rest of the body, just like in that head down one, is rotating around that point. Okay, so it's rotating around this lowest point. I'm steering with the legs, and the upper part is just kind of relaxed. It's like a wavely arm tube, man, just kind of dangling behind it. I switch, continue to switch. Now I drive forwards again, rotate, and see the arms are just relaxed. That opposite leg drops again. Trying to keep the legs nice and neutral. Forwards, pivoting. Notice how the arms and the shoulders, they're quite neutral. They're not up. Don't have them sagging up here. Okay, if my arms aren't straight up to the speed, I do have them out at the moment. I'm not trying to go quick, I'm just trying to go with control. Okay, my leg's down again, you can see clearly this left leg's down, I'm going to be going this direction. What you can also notice probably from this angle, if I go back up, you'll notice how I'm driving forward. I'm still driving forward, and at the moment what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drive down around this area. Now the speed at which it happens is very quick. Okay, so it looks like I'm still sliding sideways, but at the moment you can see as it's freeze framed, my motion is along this red line here. Okay, now once I slowly play it, I start driving down, and as I'm driving I'm turning. Now we only got a small space to move in. As I get to the bottom, rotating around that leg, pivoting on the spot. Okay, as I'm pivoting, the motion is still carrying me sideways. Starting to bring that other leg down, that's up, to match into a stand. Driving forwards, turning, same thing. I'm driving down this direction around the wall. Now I'm pivoting. That head and the arms, they pretty much stay neutral the whole time. I'm putting the pressure down here. I'm not trying to go up and over. I'm letting myself carve up, and as I carve up, I'm pushing down to go over. Sideways. Cool, so let's have a look at that all in fast speed again. So notice these small little things. Switch, carve up, push down. Switch, carve up, cross, push down. So that pressure is always on the lower half of my body that I'm trying to dive constantly. Even when I'm going up, I'm still trying to dive. Cool. So, not super in detail, but just a little couple hints, tips, tricks. The same thing I might just cover really quickly with the skydiving. Okay. So if we're traveling, this is head-up tracking. This is a great way to learn head-up tracking. Okay, we're always moving forwards around the tunnel. Here you can see, boom, I'm starting to drive forwards. This motion is a taste of what it feels like to drive forwards in the sky. If you can learn these things in the tunnel, learn these efficiencies, you're able to start having a little bit more control when you're flying in the sky as well. Turning, head-up tracking position, very similar. So if the lead is up here, okay, you want to try and get up. Boom, up you go, get on level, then drive across. This is a great way to train that. So get on level, driving across the formation here. Okay, I'm off level, get on level, drive across the formation. Across. These are the things and the drills you can use also to learn how to fly head up in the sky as well. Cool. Alright, so I hope you guys learned something. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Head up switching snake, so in face to out face snake. Like and subscribe. Cheers.